So we stood here after the FA Cup game and you were furious tonight. I'm sure you'd be a lot happier even though the result didn't go our way.
Yeah, we're not into valiant displays in losing games of football, but we looked like a team and we went toe to toe with them in the first half. It could have been 3-3, 4-4 first half. We've missed some glorious opportunities. If we've got them expected goals that they're doing the top levels they're close to a goal, you know. We should finish them. And that's what's cost us in the end. They had chances at the other end. Listen, we were 4-4-2 and there were spaces that they were hurting us with, but we just created so many opportunities going the other way, and we thought, do we shore it up a little bit? But why should we? We were going punch for punch, but it was just we needed to score the goals and we didn't do that. Obviously the 10 men helps, got the goal early-ish in the second half, and then give it a go afterwards. And yeah, we're disappointed to come here and lose the game of football, because I do think we deserve more overall.
Yeah, it was saying at 2-0, the first 20 minutes seemed a bit slow, but then from 2-0 it really sparked us into life, didn't it? And Tom Pratt's chance was probably the one, wasn't it? I mean, I gave credit to the keeper for release because he hit it well, but those two chances, one of those have got to go in, I suppose, haven't they?
You'd imagine their man of the match is going to be the goalkeeper, because he's made some brilliant saves. It's 1v1s with Pratty, with Illy, and they've tested the goalkeeper, which is brilliant, but it's at next level now. Again, we scored one goal tonight and we've been scoring loads of goals, but we needed to score more this evening. We've gone against teams in the leagues below and sort of said, right, you're going to leave players up the pitch, so are we, and let's see who scores more. It was kind of one of them games tonight, and I think if we took the chances we should have converted, we'd have won the game of football, because there was a lot out there, especially first half.
I think there's a lot to be said of the progress recently, that we're coming away disappointed not to get a point.
Yeah, I said to the lads there, we look like a team. When we came off against Morpeth, there was alarm bells ringing in my head, even though I think we went top the week after, but there was a few things I didn't like. Out there, I was proud of the lads. Everything's there. There's a good honesty about the group at the moment, where they're working hard for each other. There's good understandings out there, and they all know the roles. So I'll have to watch the goals back. They just looked a little bit too. It was the first one in particular, and it's never good to concede off a set piece for the second. But Noble was causing us problems out in that half space on the right hand side.
Floats, doesn't he?
He was down this right hand side and he was they were outnumbering us down this side with the positions he was taking up, but I didn't want to bring my left winger back in to close that space, because we were getting 1v1s at the other end on the counter attack. So it was a case of, right, you have a go, we'll have a go, and we're going to do that till the end of the season. We'll go toe to toe with everyone, and then hopefully we'll come out on the right side more than the wrong side.
Now, there was a mad 20 seconds in the first half where Illy ran through, really good save by Laus, and then it looked like he could have had a penalty. Then there was the tackle on Tom Pratt. I mean, what was your view? Because he was quite close to the dugout, wasn't it?
It's a blatant red card, yeah, so he deserved that. My disappointment with the penalty was more Paddy's. He booked him for dive. It's a penalty. That is a penalty. He didn't dive, and then I have to bring Paddy off with 20 minutes to go because he could potentially get sent off. You'd had a couple of ones that for me weren't yellows, but they're clever out there. They were getting bodies around the referee and getting in his ear. So I didn't want to bring Paddy off, but I don't want to lose him through suspension. And then Dicey's just had horrendous luck when he comes on. He's with suspensions and injuries. It doesn't look good in there for him. So fingers crossed it's just an impact injury without any break or fracture. We'll get that assessed over the next couple of days. Yeah,
it looked a bad one. It was just it just seemed to be like a strong challenge, and the ball ricocheted, impact one, but he could hardly walk. He couldn't put any weight on it, could he?
That's a good old-fashioned tackle, isn't it? Where he's got the ball and he's gone through the man afterwards. I don't think for me it's a foul.
No, no, it wasn't implicating. It was. It was just a strong one.
It was a very
side of it, hadn't he?
Yeah, it was a very strong tackle, and I feel sorry for the lad because he's just been so stop-start this season. So fingers crossed it's not a bad one, because, like I said last week, we can't really afford injuries at the moment. Pratty's got a dead calf in there as well, so we'll get them. Well, they're going to rest up. We won't be in Thursday. We'll rest up for Saturday. Me and John will go down to Mickleover and watch them for Saturday's game.
Other injuries as well. Chris Sutherland, I mean, how far away is he?
Another couple of weeks with Chris, but again, I said this when he first come back, any time with Chris is bonus time this season, because he's been off for such a period of time and we didn't expect to see him. So already we've had that 4 or 5 games out of him, which we're really happy with. We won't rush him back, but it would be good to get him back into the squad at some point.
Harry Benz, how's he doing?
Harry's going to be out for the season. he's had a scan and he needs an operation, so now it's a case of working with the PFA to get that operation sorted. So we won't see him again this season. Joel Logan, we lost early doors, we won't see Joel this season again.
Yeah, we saw him on crutches. How was he on Saturday? Has he had his operation now?
Yeah, so he's now just waiting. Sorry, no, he hasn't yet. He's waiting to have that done, and then it's going to be another 3, 4, 5 months. We might not even see him early in pre-season, so he's got to get right, and we've just we know he wasn't going to be part of the squad for the rest of the season once we got the injury assessed, so we've accounted for that. The biggest thing is the deadline's coming up for the transfers, so we have got a couple of 7 days and we can speak to on Saturday. There's loads of options in the loan market, but the first 11's been doing so well, it's very difficult to bring players in and say come and sit on the bench or be in the squad. So Tongi's going to be out for 2 games. Reece York will fill in for then, and then there's place available in the squad from there.
And obviously Dan Turner's left, hasn't he, the last couple of days?
Yeah, Dan's gone to Matlock, so Matlock approached us, and Dan hasn't been in the team. He wants to play first team football, so fair play to him. I tried to persuade him to stay, but he wants to be playing football.
And on to Mikulova now, Saturday. Pitch maybe similar to this tonight, which was very boggy and heavy and bobbly.
Yeah, but I thought we played it well. Again, when to play football, when to turn them. I thought we could have pressed a little bit better in the first 10-20 minutes, but once the game settled down, everything that we worked on and were good at sort of come out. It was just the spaces we left, they did hurt us with them, but you'd expect that of good teams, and I didn't want to come up here and shut up shop, and hit them on the counter where you'd have probably got 3-4 counter-attacking opportunities throughout the game. I think today we had an awful lot, and getting in behind their centre halves was quite easy for us in the first half, thinking about the 1v1s that we had, but we're not converting them. And the thing is, if we were converting them, you've got players like Pratty. If he converts every 1v1 he gets, he's not in this league, because the runs he makes are fantastic. So it's something for me to get on the training ground with him, because if we can turn him into that 9 who can then finish, he's going to be going places. And Illiman, he's doing a lot of work with us and Sheffield United, because as we spoke about on Saturday, he's above this level. He's way above this level, his technique. But it's now more of a mentality. It's a mentality with him, because he's got great technique when he is shooting. It's just a mentality of, I'm going to score this, because let's be honest, that should be a goal in the first half with him.
Yeah, brilliant. Dave, best of luck, and we'll see you Saturday.
Cheers.
Thank you.